I come to you from outside the residence of Moninder Singh Pandher, who has been acquitted by the court today in a case that had really sent shockwaves when it happened back in 2006. The Nithari killings, one of the most notorious and chilling serial murders, serial killings remembered, at least in the past 3 decades. Now, this is, as I said, Pandher's house. Locals here tell us that this has been completely deserted ever since Pandher has been in jail, and right in front of the house is this drain. Now, what is perhaps not clear is whether this was the drain where the remains were found, because what we're also being told here by locals is that there is in fact a parallel drain right at the backside of the house, or towards the backyard of the house, but there's no access because, as I said, it's been completely deserted. There's no one living here either. But of course, everybody here who's been living in Nithari for the past 2 or 3 decades recalls that particular case with horror. They say that parents here ran helter-skelter. They registered several missing complaints, but they could not find their children. And finally, their remains were recovered from a drain like this. And it was body after body, in fact skeleton after skeleton, that was recovered back in 2006, which is why it's remembered as one of the most notorious killings as far as the world of crime is concerned. And if I talk about this particular area, Nithari, and the parents who had actually lost their kids, they're from the poorest of the poor lot of society. In fact, we spoke to one of them, and they say that all the other parents have actually left. None of them is here, and most of them were from the poorest of the poor lot of society, as I said. And there is a lot of suspicion amongst the neighbors as well. They don't want to come on camera and talk about this particular judgment. But amongst the parents, there is shock, there is despair, because they say that not a single day has passed when they've not thought about that moment when those human remains were recovered from a drain here outside Pandher's house. So, this judgment has really sent shockwaves as well, particularly amongst the families of the victims. In Nithari, with camera person Pooja Arya, Vedant for NDTV.